So I feel like this was so urgent to make that I couldn't even take the time to wipe my face off. I channeled a message the other day from the divine. I sketch when I channel messages. I will show you the sketch. Okay, so I'm covering things I don't want you to see on the sketch, like a series of numbers that I channeled and wrote. So I have a friend who works with special needs kiddos. That's better. Well, she was hanging out with him and he just kept talking about, can we watch a tsunami waves? Can we watch tsunami waves? So at first she like blew it off. And then she was like, well, what do you want to watch those for? And he said, well, I had a dream of a tsunami. And she said, oh, what would you do if a tsunami came? And he said, well, I guess I'd be safe because I dreamed about it, but I would go to the mountain. So I was told to play the flute, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm doing, but hey, let's give it a try. Let's see what's next. All right, so I had something channeled and I need to record it for you before I forget. So the mountain serves as shelter and refuge. The wicked shall perish, even those who know how to swim. All right, let's get into it. The divine, the holy ones, the most high, King and Queen of the universe, the ones who have created me. I call on you and I ask you to give me sight and clarity to be able to communicate the messages that you've delivered to me. And I ask you to allow me to be the vessel to communicate this with clarity to the one who needs to receive the message. I ask you to provide a shelter of protection over myself, my family, my household, my puppy, and over the collective who is receiving this message. I ask that you keep this message from being distorted. And we rebuke all archon energies. Ashe. So I pulled all the cards, I pulled the scripture for the reading, and I read the interpretation of the scripture and all. And what it looks like we're dealing with here. From the first spread, I'll go through that really quick. So I pulled out the bear in reverse, solar eclipse, maiden, the return to source. Then I also was told, and I got, so first of all, let's just look at that. I feel like what's happening is you're in gestation period. And it's just so wild because I feel like I resonate with this reading a lot. But anyway, yeah, so the bear in reverse is telling me that you are in hibernation. You're kind of like in hermit energy in a sense, and you're like planted in somewhere, in something, in somewhere. And the solar eclipse to me is representing the amount of sunlight that's being fed into your energy, right? This is helping you to blossom and grow, right? So you putting your roots down, and then now you're also sprouting out of the ground because you've been allowing the divine to nurture you. Okay, and then the maiden, so you emerge, you blossom, you come into this beautiful energy. And I like to think of that kind of like the butterfly. I love butterflies. Catalyst is what I'm hearing. Oh, chrysalis. I always mix those two things up, but I'm glad we said that word because I just want to also let you know it says return to source. So I feel like once you emerge into this beautiful energy, not only will you be emerging into this beautiful energy, but you will also merge into a higher source. You're going to eventually elevate into a higher source of energy. So if you have gifts, your gifts will be enhanced. If you don't have gifts and you are being and you're chosen, you're being called, your gifts will begin to emerge. And I got 6 months, and I don't want to stray too far from what the beginning of this reading was about. It was about that tsunami. And when I talked about this tsunami, when I've been doing these, prophecies that I've been giving, and they haven't been on camera, they just kind of been to those who are like really in my inner circle. I said 6 months. And so 6 months dropped back out again. So I also pulled more cards. And I'm also picking up in the collective that someone has gone through a betrayal. There is a betrayal, and it looks like someone was actually like trying to like get some information on you, maybe to help feed that betrayal is what I'm hearing. I'm just gonna allow it to flow. And it looks like this person feels like you hurt them. Yeah, they feel like you betrayed them, when in actuality I heard they betrayed you. Look at that, 3 of Swords. And I'll just share this with you because this card has actually been inside of my Ethiopian Bible for a very long time. It's from a deck that I don't use. It's an Egyptian deck I have. And it's the 3 of Swords. And every time I go to the page, I always just leave it there. Well, today it fell out. 3 of Swords. And here you are again. On the back of the Hurt Me card is Oh, this one's actually three of, well, it's three of swords because there's three swords in it, but it says three of hearts. I don't know if there's been three people who like betrayed you or you've had three major betrayals, but this one is different, mama. This one's, and I heard mama. So, and you know, I'm feeling like it's mama, but it doesn't necessarily have to be a feminine energy. This could be a masculine energy. And maybe even your mom has something to do with this. There is an Aquarius showing up here. Aquarius, date, you know, that's between what, January 20th, February 18. Anything on the back of that? Pisces. Okay, so Aquarius and Pisces can be very prevalent to this particular situation here. But I am seeing the Six of Cups, I am seeing Hierophant energy, and I am seeing the Ten of Cups. So like I said, this person feels like you betrayed them. And when I paused the camera, I heard that they're planning to betray you. So just going to talk a little bit about a dream I had last night. I dreamed about the color blue. I dreamed that my shop was being painted blue, and I did all this research in these dream books that I have. My grandmother used to have dream books, and so I ordered all those dream books, and I could not find the color blue. However, I did find paint, and so it says that paint also represents, goodness, I'm wasting time here, hold on. Right, so paint represents energies wasted. It also represents treason. And the numbers in that particular book for the dream state are 18 and 57. Those are relevant numbers here for this. Now, if the color blue or, the color blue or painting or butterflies, a mountain, the ocean, waves, if any of these things are resonating for you, 6 months, 3 betrayals, a mom, Pisces, Aquarius, all these things. If any of these things are resonating with you, please leave me a comment. Tell me about it. This has been so heavy in my energy. I've been called to do these readings. I've been putting it off, and the divine just would not let me let it go. So I had to bring it up. Please tell me who this reading is for. I'm dying to know. And if you are looking for a personal reading, please, after you tell me who you are and how you resonate with this, let me know that you're looking for that personal reading, because I really want to get into your energy and talk to you. There are things I think I need to tell you. I have a whole sketchbook here full of things, and I think they may be resonant to you. So I did get a channeled reading for us, and I channeled Isaiah 44, 23 through 28, and I will read it for you. I thought this was divine. Ready? Sing, O heavens, for Yahuwah has worked. Shout, O lower parts of death. Break forth, O mountains, with singing, forests and every tree in it. For Yahuwah has redeemed Jacob, and he beautifies himself in Israel. Thus said Yahuwah, your Redeemer, and your farmer from the womb. Yahuwah doing all things, stretching out the heavens by myself, spreading out the earth, who is with me, making void the tokens of deceivers, and makes diviners mad, turning the wise backwards, and makes their knowledge foolish, confirming the word of his servant. He perfects the counsel of his messengers. Who is saying of Jerusalem, she is inhabited, and of the cities of Judah, they will be built, and her ruins I raise up. Who is saying to the deep, be dry, and your rivers I cause to dry up? Who is saying of Cyrus, my shepherd, and he perfects all my delight? So as to say of Jerusalem, you are built, and of the temple, you are founded. Ashe. So I'm always reading from the Ethiopian Bible, but then I also have a backup to this, which is really cool. And this is the interpretation. Fear not, Jacob, my chosen. I will pour my spirit on your offspring. Some will say, I am the Lord's. I am the first and the last. Who is like me? Idols are made by men, but are nothing. The craftsman gets tired and worships what he made. Remember, O Jacob, you are my servant. I have redeemed you. I formed you from the womb. I will not forget you. The Lord alone created the heavens. He confirms his word and rebuilds Jerusalem. Cyrus is my shepherd, and he will fulfill my purpose. I was also told to pull cards on camera, and so we will. Divine. Ashe, we're grateful. I got it. God's chosen is being woken up. We've got work to do, you guys. Currently, You're in gestation mode. Release the stress. Play. Wake up your inner child, okay? The ever-folding rose, all right? This is the Mary Magdalene bloodline. We're all being awoken. The chosen, the 144, all right? The storm is coming. Prepare. I love you guys. Please make sure you subscribe, follow, like, and share this message because the divine wants it to get out there. And I heard he's going to bless those who do. I'm grateful for you. Thank you.